Hello Leo, and I hope you don't mind my beautiful romantic theme of petals from blossom trees coming down, and I catch them. So I hope you like my little romantic theme here, although a lot of my readings have been very serious from my spirit guide, and I thought I'd cheer it up with this nice romantic feeling here. Okay, so I'm doing a love reading for Leo, and I'm going to be doing another love reading for Libra. So Leo and Libra today, okay? And this is for the month of July and August, okay? So this first, sorry, I dropped something. This first card here is that Leo is seeking advice here, seeking advice. I get a feeling that, Leo, that you've been so busy with your business, with your career, with building up your finances, becoming financially secure, and you've done very well. You have done very well. Although you've neglected the emotional side of your life, okay? And the emotional side of your life is very important, but you put that on hold, you put it on a shelf until you had, become financially secure. So now that you're financially secure and you've worked very hard, you're finding that that you spent too much time and neglected the emotional. Sorry, bad news again. Male or female, you neglected the romantic side, the emotional side of your life. And listen, it's not your fault, okay? I can see you saying, I can feel you saying there that, but you know, I needed to focus on my financial gains, and I needed to focus on my finances, my business. You know, I had this to deal with, that to deal with, you know, this project to finish, my clients to fulfill, all of this, okay? So yeah, I can hear you and I can hear what you're saying, but even so, there was someone very important in your life, and a lot of the time this person felt very lonely, because you was very busy with your working life, with your your career, your business, whatever. So I see this person that's very important to you spending hours and hours alone, twiddling her thumbs, wondering what to do with the time, you know. And all the time you felt that you was giving her a good life, that you were supplying her with a good life, and that you were supplying her with a comfortable life. That's how you felt. This is not going to resonate with everyone, I'm afraid. I can hear you saying, I've got no money, and I'm not a millionaire who's showering somebody with money so they can stay at home all day. I can hear you saying that, but it can also apply to if you've spent 24/7 working at a job, a corporation, a job. It doesn't have to be a business, to make ends meet, and you have neglected someone in your life that is important to you, okay? So all this working you've done, you feel like you're achieving, you're you're triumphing over your financial obstacles. But we've got this here, and it's a false defeat. You feel like you've won, but the people in the background where they are throwing the swords down, look, and walking away, that's your partner that you've neglected. Okay, so you're seeking counsel. I've got the Hierophant here, a wise person, and that could apply to me as well. You know, you could be seeking counsel from me, or seeking counsel from anybody, a wise person that can help you. And in the past there has been some bad influences here. I'm picking up that your partner may have been quite lonely a lot of the time, and has started to find some vices to get through, because she feels she doesn't know where you are when you're at work. She thinks, is he at work, or is he, because you've neglected that person, or she or he. So they might have taken to some vices to get by each day. I've got you, Leo, I'm getting juggling your emotions here, or even juggling your finances, and that's why you're working a lot. And I see you really looking back into the past. This person that was so special to you, okay, has left you, or they've departed because she felt very lonely. Yeah, she used to take her to a restaurant every month. Yeah, you may have taken her to the races, or you may have taken her somewhere special. But I even think that on those special days you were walking off talking to your colleagues, or you was you know, you never spent 100% time with this special person in your life, and now she's walked out of your life, and you feel that, oh my God, I've worked so hard, you know, this house, I've built up this house, I've built up this life for us. What, you're going to walk out of the door now? And I see her walking out of the door, and then again I hear you with this false defeat. You feel like you thought you'd won a battle, but you hadn't. I feel your partner may have been depressed, spending so much time alone. I also feel that she felt a bit like a pea. How to describe this, my spirit guide? You felt like a pea in a drum. Not you, your partner felt like a pea in a drum. What that means is that she was in this, not all of you, this is not going to resonate with all of you, okay. She felt that she was in this big house, and she was rattling around in this big house like a pea in a drum. There's nobody else there, and she was in this big huge house and alone in the middle of a countryside somewhere. It's not going to resonate with everybody. It could be that you had even a small apartment, but you felt like that. You felt like the walls were echoing because you was alone, and you was waiting on this person to finish the project and come. Anyway, the person has walked away now, and you see yourself balancing your emotions here, and you were blind to this. You were blind to it. In a way, you wasn't blind to it. You was aware that you were spending too much time on, you know, and not a lot of time. You took this person for granted. That's what I'm picking up. But I can hear you saying, but you know, I had to work on this project, or what if it all fell through? You know, she or he wouldn't have had this life that I was supplying, okay? Leo. I love you, Leo, but I think you do focus a lot on your careers and businesses and work situation. So you're going to need patience. Got the Temperance card in this situation. You are full of regrets. You are full of regrets over this partner of yours, male or female, walking out on you. And you want to negotiate with this person. You want to negotiate with this person. And I've got the King of Cups here. I know that isn't you, but this is depicting you as an emotional man, an emotional man. So you feel quite emotional over this. That's how I'm depicting this, okay? Leo, male or female, bless you. I feel your sadness that this person has walked out. They feel like you've neglected them. And the angel cards here are saying that, yeah, you've concentrated on prosperity, and yes, you are prosperous, okay, and you are grateful for this, okay, got gratitude. But I think you've neglected the purity of love. You've neglected the purity of love, okay? Yes, whatever that means to you, Leo. You've neglected the purity of love. You've neglected the person that you love, okay? And so now I've got these clarification cards here. Now we have the curiosity card. The curiosity card I am depicting in this reading as now you are curious of what this person is thinking, what they're doing. You know, I don't think you've made any steps to explain what's going on and your feelings yet. You're kind of contemplating all this at the moment. And it says the clarification cards here are saying share, share, share. Now I am thinking that you need to share, not share your finances, because start to share how you feel, start to share your emotions more, start to share, sit down and talk, okay? Sit down and talk, and sit down and talk about your feelings, your emotions. It's something that you've neglected, okay? You've neglected this part of your relationship. You know, you thought that supplying a stable, financially secure home was enough for this person, but they were very lonely, and no, it wasn't enough. This person that you really care about feels that it's more important that you actually share your thoughts, share your emotions, and share your love for each other. That's what she or he feels that's more important. And I can feel you're angry, you know, I can feel you're saying, but I got this house, and I'm building this house up, and I'm building this empire up. I'm building this up for us. This was for us. But, you know, yes, I can feel that you worked hard. And yes, I can feel that you worked very hard on your financial status. Even if you're just working 24 hours, God sends, just to make ends meet. Yes, I can see that, and I can see why you're angry. But even just sitting down once a day at the dinner table, and just even bring flowers just out of the garden. They don't have to cost much. You know, you can pick some daisies, put them in a little simple vase, and little gestures like this. And I can see if you do that, she would have a tear to her eye, because she would have a tear, she'd wipe away a tear from her eye, because she would see how beautiful that thought was. And that's what it's about, simple things, okay? So Leo, yes, I think the conclusion to this reading, this love reading for you, Leo, is to share your feelings, not just share your finances, share your love, your feelings. But I feel that this person has walked out, has had enough. I think you've been down this road before, where she's got bored and she's you know, she's spent some time away, and then she comes back, or he, you know, or he goes away and then he comes back, but you're still working 24/7, you know, male or female. Could be a woman that's working all hours God sends, you know, to build up a comfortable life. And you feel intimidated by this, and you don't, you know, you don't feel you see this person enough. I don't feel there's anybody else involved here yet, but Leo, now you're on your own in your house, like a pea in a drum. That's the way it is. Now you're in the house like she was or he was, and you're like a pea in a drum, and it's like the walls are echoing, and you feel so alone without this person. Okay, so that is the Leo love reading. Okay, Leo, time to share your heart, and it's time to share your feelings. So the next reading I'm going to do is for Libra. I'm just going to have a little sip of my drink, because it's quite hot here. So Libra, I hope you like my romantic theme here, petals and blossom falling from the trees. Beautiful, isn't it? This is my little romantic corner for you guys, okay? I thought I'd cheer things up a bit here, and I thought this is a little romantic corner for us, isn't it? Okay. So, although it's serious, it's a serious love readings. I mean, I won't do the general readings like this, but there has to be some romance. Even if it's serious, there's got to be some romance here, hasn't there? Some heartfulness, hasn't there? So yes, this is a little corner for us, a little romantic corner. And it's, you know, it's a walk in the park, blossom falling from the trees. It's very romantic, so hope you like it. So we're going to do Libra now, so I'm just going to shuffle the cards, so please bear with me, okay? And I hope you've seen my, I'm getting quite expert now at this YouTube business, aren't I? I'm getting all these little themes going, and I hope you've seen my bottle of wine night videos, which are a bit of a giggle really, just nothing serious, okay? Life's too short to be too serious, okay? So, so Libra, it's your love reading now. So Libra, for the month of July and August. Love reading please for Libra. Libra, last time we did a love reading, there was secrets, I remember, that someone was revisiting the past just to close doors, but now that door is closed. So let's see where we go from here. Libra. Libra, love reading for July and August. Libra, July and August. Libra, July and August. Bit reluctant to tell us this. Come on, Spirit Guide. July and August, Libra. Thank you. I'm just dealing up cards here. I'll quickly read this because it's very hot here. I've just got to have a drink too. Okay, I'll quickly read this because this is no good. I thought we'd move on from June. I've got you, Libra. Family security. This is what you want, is family security. And because of last month and secrets that have come out and closing doors, you're going on a journey. I think emotional journey here. You're going on an emotional journey. Or that was an emotional journey, okay? And yes, there was lots of regrets here, I think, from your partner. And also you have talked about this, okay? And there's been negotiations, which has brought some harmony back to your situation, okay? And but there's going to be a lot of patience on your part here. I've got the Temperance card. You need a lot of patience with this situation. I think you're needing patience because you're not. You're not forgiving this person for going back into their past to close the door, okay? That's where your patience is coming in. And we've got here, this is the gentleman that did that. You feel that he used an awful lot of trickery. And there's a trip, maybe this is linked to this. It looks like you may go on a holiday. You may go on a holiday. I think you may go on a holiday to work things out, work things through. It's kind of like a make-up holiday, really, which aren't the best of holidays, are they? Where you go away because you've got problems in your relationship to try to fix things. I don't think those holidays work because you've got like 2 weeks of 24/7 of being together, you know? So yeah, you're going on this trip and like a make-up holiday, really. And you know, you're going there with bitter feelings. You know, you're going there with bitter feelings, and you know, you're not forgiving this person for doing that. No. I can feel you on the aeroplane if you're going to take a flight somewhere. think it's possibly somewhere abroad. I can feel you. Oh, your feet are twitching and you're not really sure about this, and you're thinking, how dare you, and how can I forgive you for this? How on earth can I forgive you for this? I can feel your tension inside. How can I forgive you for this? Who do you think I am? I can feel it. So if it's not a holiday, and if you've just met and the other guy wasn't sure, and or the other woman wasn't sure, and they went back to their past to close the door to make sure that that was over, so they could move on with you. Then it's that situation where you've just met them, and he's now, because he's made that mistake, he's now going to whisk you off to a holiday destination. And I can feel you on this holiday. You're twitching your feet and you're biting your tongue, and you can see the anger sometimes in your face. It's like a makeup holiday or trip. Or it could just be, you're going to take some time. Could be it might not be that far away. It might be like going camping or something. And I can feel you. Why am I the one that has to accept this? Why am I the one here that has to, forgive someone for doing this? Why are you putting this on me, this decision, And this is where the patience comes in, the temperance card earlier. You're on an emotional journey, and you're trying to navigate this emotional journey. But you can't help but think about the trickery this person has done, the secrets they've kept, and the secrets they've kept, the lies they've spoken. You hate this person for doing that. So this trip away is going to lead to heartbreak because of lack of patience, really, a lack of patience. And at this moment in time, you don't want to forgive this person. You don't want to forgive this person. But my spirit guide says give it some time, okay? I don't think she's going to express anything more. I will just put another, because I thought with the last reading we did for June that they went to revisit their past, but they've decided to come back, but I think after some time, maybe July and August, you kind of sitting back and thinking, how could you? I was in love with you. Yes, it's been okay for 2 weeks, but now everything's starting to bubble to the surface, okay? You think, how could you do this to me? I don't trust you anymore. That's what you're thinking. Yeah. So I'm just going to do another quick spread, because I don't like that where you're going to break up over this in July. Maybe you're going to separate for July and August, or you're going to spend time apart in some way. So I'll just do another little spread. I think that's why my spirit guide was a bit reluctant at the beginning to choose cards here. What's going to happen beyond the heartbreak and the separation? I think that is going to go beyond July and August, to be honest. Yeah, pick the person again, revisiting the past. This is what this is about. I think what you're going to do, Libra, I think you're going to separate for a while. You have got the power here in this situation, okay? You've got the power. The other person is really regrets doing that and hurting you like that. Because that heartbreak just now was your heart being broken, okay? You felt deceived by all the lies, you know, all the deceit. So I see you here walking away. So I think you're going to take some time away from him because you're not ready to heal this yet. If you are living together and you are man and wife, then I can see you maybe taking time away from this person, like a break. And I think you might date someone. I'm really sorry about the phone, okay, I'm sorry. I think you might even date someone else. You've got the King of Swords here. I think you might go and date someone else. But it's saying here that, you know, you do want this to resolve and become a happy family again. So you're going to give a lot of, you're going to contemplate over this. You're going to take some time out as a hermit, really, alone, to think, to contemplate. Because although you've been on a date with this guy, or you've started to see this guy and or woman, I think it's more of a payback thing. Or you're testing whether you could do this. So you've contacted somebody as well from the past, okay? But really, you want the happy family with this other guy that went back to his past or her past, and I think you do want this. So we've got here hopes and fears. You do want to be content with this partner who went back to his past or her past, and the outcome here is that you will resolve this. But don't forget, Libra, you've got the power here in this situation, okay? But I can see that you will get your happy, stable family back again, okay? Let me put it this way, this is not going to happen ever again, okay? This person has decided to close the door on this, on his past now, or her past. And whether you've started dating or whether you're in a marriage or a partnership, whatever it is, they've decided that they've finished with the past now and they want to be with you, okay? But you can't get your head around all those lies, those deceitful trips, or you can't get your head around it. And it does say you need patience, but you're going to have to, I can see you're very angry inside. You're very angry, very angry. And I would express to this person, you know, how could you do this? How could you lie to me like this? How could you treat me like this? You know, I've got high standards here, and how could you possibly think that I would accept this? And I think you need to express that to this person, okay? But I see you back in love with the person that has full of regrets for doing this and will never ever do it again. Will never do it again. And they're full of regrets and they just want to get back to the way it was before, okay? Before they went on this emotional journey to close doors. And it says here that this will happen. You will go away and you will go and contemplate. You'll be a hermit for a while and you'll go away and think about this, okay? But at the end of the day, you do want this back. You do want the harmony back in this relationship. And you do want your security. You want your secure family back. Okay, and that's what this reading is saying is going to happen. But I don't think instantly. I think we've got June, end of June, July and August before this is resolved. I'm even thinking into September. You know, you can't just click your fingers and expect to for it all to go away. Or neither can he or the other person, he or she, can expect you to click your fingers and it all to be back to the way it was and let's just forget, you know? Yeah, if I was you, Libra, I would kick up a fuss. Because if you do kick up a fuss, he or she, I'm calling in he, but he won't do this again. He will remember this and he will never ever attempt to do this again. Because at the time he didn't think of the consequences, but now he knows the consequences, okay, of all of this, all of the trouble he's caused, all of this that is stirred up. He will not do it again. Men don't want drama and men don't want problems. So they try, you know, once they've experienced that, they will not go into that situation ever again. So that's it, Libra. I will just do, I didn't do your angel cards for you, so I'll just do your angel cards, okay. So 3 angel cards for Libra in this situation. Alright, okay. The angel cards are saying you are full of fire at the moment. You are full of fire. Got the fire card. You're full of fire, but you're also full of passion because of you still love this person and you're full of passion. The angels are saying this is your divine plan to be with this person, and they're saying the angels are saying that they're going to bring healing. They're going to bring healing to the situation. And I've got 2 clarification cards here, which is really a nice ending. I know love and relationships are very difficult, aren't they? They are very difficult and you have to work very hard at a relationship. You can't just expect somebody to accept something so easily, like, you know, walking away for a few months to revisit your past because you're curious of what that might have been like and then come strolling back in, you know. If you do something like that, you're going to, you're going to get consequences. So 2 clarification cards, please. Yeah, well, I thought so. This person's never ever going to do this again, okay? And we've got here, love heals fear. Love heals fear. And you're going to be together until your grandparents. till your grandparents. You're going to be together until you're grey and old. That's what the outcome is going to be. That's the clarification cards. Not an easy journey for you, Libra, at all. And I can feel that anger bubbling inside you on that journey on that aeroplane. I can feel your toes curling, you know, and I can feel if you're on a holiday that you hate that person and you think this holiday is not going to cure this. You know, I feel it, okay. So I will just say, Leo and Libra, this is your love readings for July and August, and I want to give you lots of blessings and lots of love, and I hope you've enjoyed my romantic petals theme for this reading. So just to perk it up a little bit, and I hope that I'll see you for the general readings for July. Okay, that'll be a general readings for you signs. Okay, so lots of love and lots of blessings, and I'm sending lots of healing to you guys, lots of healing to Leo and Libra. I think you need it at the moment. Bless you. If it doesn't resonate with you, you can always get in contact with me. My email address will be in the description part of this video, and you know, I can focus on your situation, okay, and give you clarification and guidance for your situation. So I'm sending lots of love, lots of healing and lots of blessings. Okay, bye bye everyone.